Mr. President, indeed, we have discussed security in this hallowed chamber times without number, and we will continue to discuss security until we are able to secure our nation. Mr. President, let me say that in Niger State, I am representing Niger North, and of course, Niger State has now joined that infamous league of states that are being daily bombarded by bandits. In my own case, two local governments, for example, stand out: Mashegu and Mariga local government. In the last 2 months, there has been nothing less than 6 attacks in which a number of our citizens were killed. 1st December, for example, there was attack in Daja village in Mashegu local government. 4th December, there was attacked and kidnapped in the same local government, and then Mariga local government. So the point I want to say here is that we are definitely facing the heat. But I think in looking at the issue of the insecurity, earlier on somebody was trying to link it up to economic circumstance. And I think we need to understand that within the context of another dimension of our insecurity, which is the farmers-herders conflict, the issue of climate change cannot be taken away. And if you look at it, it has to do with resource allocation. Now, the point is, there is one fundamental thing we should ask. Why are our herders even in movement? They are looking for water, they are looking for feed, they are looking for veterinary service, and they are looking for market. If we can fix all of these things, and it is possible that we should fix this, because we had the second livestock development plan, where attempt was made for livestock owners, irrespective of where they are located, to have areas where they can have access to their forage. This was abandoned. And today we are having this challenge of free roaming people and creating problems all over the place. So I think we need to come back to deal with the basics and ensure that in terms of resource allocation, we are able to allow everybody to have access.
I see this motion before us as extremely, extremely important and strategic if we are to continue with our efforts, genuine efforts, at finding peace between and amongst ourselves. Mr. President, I'm afraid we are mixing issues. And we're in the course of this mix-up, we are burying different dimensions of the security challenges that we face as a country. For me, the custodians of peace, the custodians, are those of us who are privileged to enjoy positions of leadership in this country. From Mr. President, down to the state governors, down to chairman of local government, and those of us who are elected, we have a duty to make our own contributions towards the understanding, mutuality of interest, mutuality of cohabitations in our country. We owe a duty as political leaders in our various communities. Mr. President, I find it difficult to believe in the 21st century that a governor of a state who has taken oath to preserve and protect the Constitution of Nigeria, which embodies fundamental human rights, fundamental rights of residents, will come openly to ask people who are not indigenous of his state to leave his state on the pretext of something that they are doing. And their cost of law. We have cost of law to make determination on that. The only person I want to have an exemption, while we see in the social media houses of people being burnt who are not from the states where the burning is taking place, the only exception I hold, and I want to so do with commendation, is the governor of Edo State. He came out to say he will protect anybody, any Nigerian who is making a living in his state, and anybody who commits offense, the court of law to take care of it. I believe very strongly that we will make better sense if we go into some committee at some stage, Mr. President, to find out exactly the truth or otherwise of these allegations of killings, arson, burning of properties of people in states other than